One of the interesting facts about videotape is, you know, we're approaching 80 different formats of videotape, and many of those formats are obsolete today. And when the new evolution of media comes out in terms of videotape, many times there's no backwards compatibility. So now you've got all these tapes sitting in the vault that are not supported by playback equipment.
Film cameras don't tend to depreciate like video cameras. Video cameras are here today, gone tomorrow, next generation. With a film camera, the upgrade happens in the roll of film that you buy to put into it. And I find that is a wonderful way of upgrading your images by simply being able to put in a fresh roll of film stock.
As a producer who invests in making my own films, having a production company, you know, if I'd chosen to go the video route 15 years ago, I would have invested about $100,000 every year or two, times 15 years. If you think of it, it's over $1 million in investment. This camera I bought 15 years ago for $40,000. I spent no money on the camera, and it's producing better image quality than it was 15 years ago. Why? Because Kodak's doing the R&D.
One of the big aspects, though, for film-originated product is actually to repurpose it into high definition, and that's what I find incredibly exciting. But if it's been well shot with reasonable equipment, a lot of that archive material can look absolutely stunning in high def, and frankly, it's spooky to look at it. Some of the Kodachrome that was shot in the 40s and 50s and even late 30s can be really quite eerie. It's like a window into the past. And high-definition telecine has come such a long way. It's pulling out the information out of the film that we've never ever seen before.
Here is stuff that I shot 20 years ago that I've never seen in its quality. For example, in America's Heart and Soul, the closing shot is of Liberty Weekend, 1986. Statue of Liberty, the biggest explosion of fireworks you've ever seen. And for 20 years, I never saw that shot. I saw it on videotape from a 1-inch transfer, but to see it on film for the first time and have it look pristine, that to me was an exhilarating experience.
With film, we're fairly lucky. You bring it in stored in the correct manner, it'll last for hundreds of years. And with preservation, longer than that. Our preservation facility is very much like what a lot of the studios have today. Over the last 10 to 12 years, all of the studios have either upgraded their vaults to preservation environments, or like MGM, Disney, Sony Pictures, and others have brought their film into ProTech for us to take care of it here. When you think back and you look at the studio newsreels that were out there, the Movietone newsreels and the Fox newsreels, and there is our heritage, there's our national heritage. You go back before that, you go into the silent era, and you look at those old movies that were made, and that was a snapshot of our civilization at that time.
I'm making films that stand the test of time. You've heard the term future-proof, and my films are future-proof. What I do is I cut my negative, and I have the two reels, and that goes into the vault. And that can be pulled out at any time in the future to, you know, as digital technology improves, I take my negative and I can improve the image quality of the films in the original, how they're originally broadcast.
The bottom line is, what do you want your capture medium to be? Film is a very simple medium in a way to archive, and modern film stocks now, whether it be pictures you take of your kids or 35mm motion picture film, they're incredibly archival. It's something that you know you'll always be able to come back to. I wonder, like, all the videos that have been shot of people's kids and the digital pictures that are being taken of kids, where do they all end up? It's a question no one really knows the answer to.
I always have a bit of a laugh about the fact that when I first started in television, they said, "Bowring, you're a bloody idiot. You should be getting into video, because video is killing film. Film is dead." Sort of 30 years later, it's video, standard definition video, that's dead. We're starting to see the last generation now of videotape. In the next few years, there won't be any more videotape. Videotape is dead. Film is living on.